It says we're live, guys. I'm so sorry. Whip's hair again, but it looks awesome, doesn't it? It looks totally awesome. Totally awesome. Now, I just sat down here 5 minutes ago, and Whip came in right after that, and then Susie right after that. But I'm having some minor difficulties, and that's one of them. So that's something about the orientation of the screen being locked or something. So I'll get
Yeah.
a way to help me with it. So how's everybody doing? Um, I want to start off just by mentioning, to welcome the panel, of course, Susie and Whip. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. We're probably not going to go a whole hour just because of the events of the weekend.
Is Larry D in the chat?
Who?
Larry?
don't
I
see
think
him.
I hit him with a whirlwind as I was signing off is when he heard about Patty. He says,
I didn't see him.
Patty? Yeah.
I didn't see him in your chat, but I was unloading groceries the last 10 minutes, so wasn't looking. I was listening.
You like the world one?
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I did too. I saw that. I was like, oh my God, this might be it. This might be it.
Let me see it. Blow it up again, Whip. I can't see, You know how old people are.
I do, in fact.
Oh, I like that.
There's a glare. There's a glare on it that I can't seem to.
I really like that color. It's like a bluer version of Skipper's color. Floyd, that's enough. Damn it. Go on.
Do you like
Where
it?
are you?
I think it came out really good. I was like,
I do too. I like it a lot.
I really like it. I need to get me one now.
I might have to blow me up just a little bit though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how much of the world you wanted to see or how big you wanted to be compared to the world.
Damn it.
And I know this little Jesus whip that the algorithm came up with is the one I've been using, but I have another one that's it's got forearms, it's not just like floating hands,
Yeah.
So I might send that
another one. Send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey, Lori.
I want to go down through the chat and just say hello. Floyd?
They sound like they're in trouble, Bob.
Did you hear like, Floyd, come here. Come over here and watch this. Help me. Come on. Come here. It's better like a kid if you just kind of make him part of it. Worm is your name, Floyd. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. All right, you get right there.
Dragon Lair is just cheering about it too, and so is Sam.
Yeah. I was going to let everybody know that Patty passed apparently yesterday or last night. And some people knew about it, but most of us didn't. It went fairly fast, apparently, from a complication from something. And she had cancer. I think everybody knows that. I did know that, but I didn't know things were this bad.
I had no idea until, just earlier today.
So, of course, we're all very sad and grieving about that. So, like Susie's thumbnail said, honoring and mourning, and that certainly includes Patty with our Memorial Day weekend. So please keep her family in your prayers. What are you cussing about on there?
Because he just found out about Patty.
Oh, got you. I'm still so slow. I'm never going to change. Right. Yeah, Dragon Lair. I didn't know
at the bottom.
I didn't know it till a few months ago, but she was a member on here, you guys know. And I had I said fuck too when. Sorry.
You did. I was like.
Well, that was just my in our our private chat before the Tennessee Fish Mafia earlier today. Floyd. I'm just waving my stick.
Oh, that's Floyd. I thought that was a dog.
He's nowhere near. I'm just waving my stick. You better cool out. I didn't have time to come in and give him some treats and stuff, so that's
that's what he's doing.
The groceries. But anyway, when Skipper was telling us in the chat earlier today, that was my reaction too. So she was a member on here, and she was a real good friend to me. I really, really loved Patty. So. Guys, have a good night. You out of here?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Monster Fish Gal. There's Skipper. Skipper didn't just have his stream was go watch his stream if you didn't.
Really good memorial.
I was in the start of it and then I got into the grocery store. So yes, it was great. It was great. So let me just call names, go down the road and see who's here. You can mark them off for them. Whip.
Mark them off the absentee list.
Right. Mark Sterlson, Dragon Lair, Bruiser CB. Come here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get him to shut up. Come here. Come on, right here. Look here. Nope. 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 Okay. Huawei, Melvin, Lori, Trash Cat, Mike's Aquatics and Things, Mike Adam. Brandon. Is that everybody? Big Steve. Howdy, howdy. And that may be everybody.
You got Melvin and Uncle Smiley, Squatty Aquati, Monster Fish Gal.
Uncle, howdy, howdy.
Yeah.
He's one that's brave enough to watch my videos and comment on hello.
Hey, Scotty.
That's everybody, I think. Alec, Skipper, of course. And Scotty Aquati. Damn. I may have to get up and walk and give him some. He's not going to.
I think you should give him his treat.
Yeah, I definitely would do it.
He watched me put the groceries away. So
Yeah.
So anyway, probably not going to go the whole time, but I did want to stream for a little while and just, in honor of Patty, basically, and let people know that didn't know, because I know not everybody goes to every stream.
Right.
And, oh my God, look at this, Floyd. You hear him back there? So I'm going to let you guys talk a little bit while I have my hands busy feeding him.
Nice. So what's up with you, Whip? I haven't seen you since last week, I don't think.
Yep. We did. My sister and I decided, because I'm not very close. I mean, I don't live very close to my dad. So, and when Mom was still with us, we decided a couple of years ago to just do one gathering. So I wasn't driving all the way in there 2 different times within a month. And so we call it MFer Day.
I love it.
I love that.
So, yeah, we hold it right in the middle. It's because it's almost it's 4 weeks apart between Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Right.
So we do it usually on Memorial Day weekend when there's nobody working on Monday. We can gather on Sunday and not have to worry about getting up. Normally I'd still be there, but for whatever reason the party broke up. That's why I said in the messages I didn't think I'd be here, but
Right.
I got back a whole hour in time.
So
I caught most of your show from.
Was it a drunken brawl or just
No, it just fizzled out quicker than normal.
is it like my family parties where
No, none of that.
we start off with the guitars and then things get thrown and
Do you know that at our last family reunion, it's 4 or 5 years ago, a couple of the boys, they're out of college now, but they were in high school. They had moonshine, and they had the nerve to offer me, on the sly, on the slip, outside of the picnic tables. I told their mamas, my nieces, I said, they got moonshine out there. That stuff's dangerous.
It is. That was one of the few times I don't want to say it was arrested. They let me stay in a police jail cell until I came to, but it was drinking that clear moonshine in a mason jar, and it tasted horrible, but I don't know why I felt the need to act like I could drink it. Ooh, that was horrible. The MFers were in the mood to MF. I like the MFer days. Man.
Now, of course, like everything that we don't want our loved ones to do, I did. Back when I was in college, there was her name was Effie McDermott, and she's passed on. She was a little older than me. But anyway, back in the riots and stuff, the race riots in the 60s, we had them in Little Athens, Tennessee. But anyway, I don't remember them. But the police killed her husband for whatever reason. That's all she ever said. But they respected her, and I guess they were sorry or something. But she got away with anything. So she would ride with us to go out in the country and get the moonshine. Because if they pulled us over, they weren't. If they were what they,
Oh my
and
God.
I saw them a couple of times just being with her. They'd know her. The police all know her. They'd say, "Have a good day, Miss Effie," or whatever. So I used to drink a little moonshine too, but
I've
that
never
was
just in my life, as far as you know.
Oh man.
that was different though. I could do it. Well, Worm finally made it. I kept you, Worm. Worm finally made it.
Oh, that's who I thought was making all the noise.
Oh no, he drowns them out when they start barking. He starts screaming because he don't like that. Nobody likes barking dogs, but he does not like that.
Dragon Lair says, I grew up drinking moonshine. My dad bought a gallon from my mother's cousin every 2 weeks, and he gave it to me early. Wow.
Wow. And you're still here. You still got a liver. Wow.
Maybe he's got a clean liver.
Right. Uh-oh. That's why I brought extra. Come on, buddy. Here.
Oh no!
Emotionally drained.
It's 8:22, and you're already something about today, man. Everybody's fizzling out early.
I am so fizzled out. Like, wow.
I'm tired, but it was from cleaning and rearranging and doing things I put off. I'm bad about not look at this. I'm bad about not putting things away. And when I do that, of course, you can't dust this. You can't even see it most places. So my house isn't dirty, but it's disorganized. So it's hard to keep it clean. So I've been doing a lot of that. I got my kitchen looking awesome. So this room's next.
So I was out cleaning my front yard pond. That's the one that has Yertle in it. She's a female red ear slider.
Holy cow.
I got about 4 years ago, and she was, I think, 4 or 5 when I got her.
Have you shown her recently?
Huh?
Have you shown her recently? I haven't seen a turtle that big.
I got 3 turtles that big. I got Yertle, and then I got Wilbur, who's a red ear slider, and Gina, who's my yellow belly. Yeah, they're outside. But the front yard only has Yertle in it, and his water was so mucky dirty that even after I drained it down to about this far and then scooped out as many last year leaves as I could get, then I realized when I set up the pump and put it through the waterfall, there's no filtration. It's just taking the water up, around, and down and splashing.
Yeah.
So I got to get into like a bucket or something with layers of filters. So by the time the water comes up and over, it's cleaned or something.
I know that's probably going to be the way to go, because you are a little strapped for cash more often than not, right? Yeah. Because
I got 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah. Because Aquascape does have a cheaper, you don't have to buy the great big $300-400 one.
Right.
But they do have a smaller one but I don't remember how much it was. I think even that was like $100. But I think that's the way I'm going to go, because I have the same problem. My water turns like a green brown.
Yeah.
And man.
Now your water would probably do really good with a UV light. But to have the water pass through the UV light in the filter, the water has to pass through at a very slow pace. So if it's a fast-moving pump, it wouldn't do any good.
Oh, really?
A UV, it's like a power head, but it's got a UV in it. And that will help clear up green water pretty nicely. But do you have like direct sun in it all the time? Is that why it's green?
A good chunk of the day, yeah. The sun, there's nothing stopping it over the main, like the 11, 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock range.
So it helps from my ponds with the green water that are in direct sun is those, I don't know if they're legal in your state, water lettuce. You put 3 in your pond, you'll have 35 in it by next month. And and the roots are so deep, it's amazing filtration. And it sucks all that green stuff. It just outcompetes all the green stuff for the nutrients.
Susie, I've never had a problem with bending a rule or a law here and there. Yeah, you know what I mean? If it's illegal, I mean, I'll just order it online. It's not like the plant police are going to be coming knocking on my door to see if my little 70-gallon pond has,
Well,
illegal
that's what I
plants in it.
thought. But keep in mind, if you do YouTube videos, there are some haters out there that
Oh yeah, that's
the
true.
most
Yeah,
asinine
that's
things.
true.
It's like, are you serious? Serious? I actually have two turtles that I've never shown.
Wait a minute. Are you saying somebody out there hates me?
Not you. They just are haters. You can't possibly hate Whip. Oh my God.
No way.
Not happening. That's like saying I hate Rico.
Yeah, right.
You can't.
You can't do it.
Two of the nicest people in the whole world. You just can't.
Uh-oh.
Somebody else said something about the severe. I think it was you, Bob. Somewhere in Tennessee.
Yeah, I got that
Severe.
warning, but it's just a little overcast, so maybe it went on over to Exotics.
I was worried because I went out getting ready to set up for live, and I'm like, it went from bright sunny to like dark. I'm like, yeah, I'm not setting up. I'm not setting up here. But yeah, it passed over.
I think we're under a tornado watch right now, or a
Yeah.
warning,
Wow.
whatever the lesser of the two evils are.
What is that?
Well, it's illegal in Alabama.
Uh-oh.
3 pounds full of it.
You better be watching out.
So anyway,
Right?
with all my turtles, the water lettuce, and it's called water lettuce, they don't eat it at all. Not a bit of it. But
What?
my water hyacinths that are beautiful, they're soft and they have beautiful, gorgeous purple flowers, they devour it. I can't, and that will grow just as fast if I don't have the turtles in there.
It's probably illegal in Florida, but somebody should tell that to Kenan Harkin from Cam Kennan, because he can't keep
Yep.
he can't keep anything alive in his rec pond because he's got so many turtles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not so many, but he's got like 3 or 4 really big turtles.
Yep. And it's not just that they eat them. Like I have foxtails. They don't eat the foxtails, but they chew on them to now they're floating. They're not attached to their roots anymore. They're floating all over. Or my floating basket, they'll just climb on top like I made them a floating basking area. Doesn't matter. They just are like, I call them like bulls in China shops. They just jump on whatever's there. So you haven't seen my big turtles?
I don't think not anything
recently.
as big as you were holding up.
This
No.
big Gina will eat worms right out of my hand. So every time I go to the pond, she'll come right up and eat them. I've had her. She was rehomed to me, probably the first one that was rehomed to me, and they were all rehomed to me. None of them were mine, and they're big. And because they're so big, that tells me all 3 of them are girls.
Would you be interested, Susie, in a albino red ear slider,
Oh hell
baby-
yeah!
baby girl?
Hell to the yes.
She's
Albino.
she's on the auction and people are not bidding on her. So I wanted to get her real bad, but I don't want to set up a turtle thing. So
Yes, and I would probably keep her inside for a couple of years.
she's a baby. She's real little.
Yeah, because these over here, they're like these are the ones that are inside. I'll go get them.
I'm gonna go get them.
Uh-huh.
That's how little they are. She can just go fetch them.
Well, seeing her little turtles always makes me want them, but I don't need it.
This one's only like 4 or 5 years old. Like he's very small still.
Hold on, let me
What's
blow
snapping
you.
at me?
Oh,
Like, snapping turtle. What are you doing?
yeah.
Look at that red ear slider snapping at me.
Well, when we finish, I'll send you some pictures about her. If the auction didn't end, but I'm pretty sure she had a day or 2 left. And when you wake up tomorrow, you can let me know if you like her.
Okay, and this is a male. And he probably will only get a couple inches bigger. That's how I know the other ones are females.
Is he an adult?
Nah.
The red ear slider.
This is actually my daughter's that I'm babysitting. Look at that. It's supposed to be a painted turtle, but look carefully. It is definitely mixed with a slider. So it's like a hybrid. And my daughter didn't know anything about UV lights, so we have this going on. But he's a cutie.
What is it a hybrid of?
I think it's a painted turtle and a slider.
I
Okay.
didn't know they could hybridize like that.
Hi, cutie. At least that's his colorations. His colorations.
I had a great big painted turtle pass through the yard not too long last year sometime. So not too long ago isn't quite correct, but
This is one of my map turtles. Look at he's snapping at me too. Nobody look at this.
You need to feed those babies are starving to death. I can tell.
He's snapping at me. What the hell? What the hell? You want to see my musk?
we want to see her what?
My musk, my baby musk.
Yeah,
Musk.
yeah, that's the one that I would get if I got
Pronunciation is important.
Yep.
That's
one. I thought she said muffs.
what I heard, and I'm like, hey.
That's a different strain, Susie.
That's a whole different channel.
Nah, he's sleeping.
Okay.
He's sleeping, but he's only this big. He's only this big, and he's 3 years old. He's just a little guy.
He's the one that always makes me want to get one of them, but my Lord,
Yeah.
I have everything but monkeys and turtles in here.
What's with the UV lights and turtles? If they don't have UV lights when growing up or outside in the sun, they can get the calcium deficiency, which makes their scoots in the back kind of like hump to get deformed. And sometimes, if it's so severe, their internal organs are affected as well.
Same with tortoises.
Yep. Same turtles and tortoises. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They have a big redfoot Russian on there. I don't remember the deal on it.
And redfoot can get a lot like that. It looks like a Western painted. Yeah, it does look like a Western painted, except for this part of him. That's the part that makes me think that he's hybridized. But the redfoot tortoise, if they don't have enough moisture when they're babies, they need that very high moisture humidity level. So that's why my two little redfoots are in with my bearded dragon upstairs. Because for one, it was just a little too cold to take them outside. And for two, I couldn't keep the humidity level up outside. Now I can. So now
AJ&M. Savage, I might be wrong, but my impression, I've only kept reptiles a few years, but I think generally speaking, maybe not scientifically, those reptiles that are nocturnal don't typically require UVB.
they don't require it, but they can benefit from it.
Right. Yep.
Like especially even the crepuscular ones that are only around at dusk and dawn,
Right.
they can still benefit from it. But I also have plants in all my terrariums, so I need the light anyway. Might as well be UV light. That's how I look at it.
Okay. Is that correct? Verified.
That's how I look at it anyway. I lost my blue tongue. I put it on a big rock on the floor, and now it's gone. What do you mean? Where'd it go? Hi, Susie. What's your YouTube? Q Aquatics and Exotics.
That's weird. I was doing an unboxing of the little free ball python that's so cute a week or two ago, and I was showing how it wasn't afraid to have its head touched or anything. I was really surprised, but I put it back down in its little box in its thing and enclosure, and I didn't close it, and I came back in like an hour, and of course it was empty. I'm like, oh my God, it's gone in the vent, and I've made a video and a live stream or something. And I just started looking if I was a snake, and it was just on the other side of the stand there. There he is right there. It was just on the other side of the stand on the floor. I lucked out.
Yeah, skinks are pretty easy to find if they get out. At least if mine are 18 inches big, like they're big skinks. If it's not a baby, because they can't really climb very high. They can't really go very, well, I guess they can go fast. Their little legs go. What is that? Your what?
What? MD.
Oh, it's Whip's World.
Musk turtle. Is that what MD Fish Tanks has? I don't know. What does MD Fish Tank have? I have the little Eastern musk. In Pennsylvania, I'm only allowed to be in possession of one Eastern musk turtle. I cannot be in possession of more than one Eastern musk turtle. So I have one,
Why is that? So you can't breed them, or?
probably, probably, and it keeps them in the wild.
Oh, the new snake's name is Adelaide, the carpet python. And
Oh yeah, let's see that.
here,
Baba, Baba, Baba.
she ate a big frozen thawed rat pup. That I got two of them from where she was at. I thought I
You
might
say
as
rat
well.
pup?
Rat pup, frozen thawed. That's what they'd been feeding her there. So I offered her one last night. She doesn't rub against the top screen like the ball pythons or rat snakes do. She just went around looking at it for like 2 hours. She knew she couldn't open it, but she's really super smart. She's probably my smartest. Let me flip this around. Sorry.
Oh, Craig, it was a newborn. Yeah, that's pretty little. They give live birth, so they're born. They're born. They come out kicking and walking and everything.
Jesus.
I forgot that you're where they're like squirrels to us. They're everywhere, right? I hope she's okay. Sorry.
And look who's in here. What a coincidence. There's none of my regular snakes pay any attention to him. See, that one's not even coming out. None of them are, because they know it's just fluid. Here she is. Are you awake?
Oh,
She's
wow.
awake. You can just see she's intelligent. Look
Can
at
you
that.
make yourself big?
Oh, no. That
What'd
better.
you say that was? I was typing.
A tiger carpet python.
Now,
And
do
it's
those get pretty big, right? Like,
pretty big.
yeah.
She's a morph made from jungle pythons that the young lady was talking about in Susie's stream, that she had worked with one and it didn't like men. They're supposed to be super intelligent. Patrick has them or had them before. Hey, good girl.
Wow.
She's been on
So-
this all day long, so she must like that light up there.
Are you going to? What are you going to do with her when she's big? Is I can't tell how big that aquarium is, but is that?
It's only a 40 breeder, and that's about the size she was in. It might have not been quite as wide. It was a real reptile enclosure.
But she's going to double in size, right?
Possibly about that much. The morphs don't get quite as big, but the jungles do get 9 and more feet sometimes in the wild.
Does that mean you need at least a 9-foot tank for her?
No, I don't think so. Since they're so arboreal, you see she's not on the ground.
Yeah, you're going to have to go up more than.
Oh, right.
out,
Right.
huh?
And that's, he and I discued that. And I
Okay.
told him that I might just put something on its end. I like to do that with the smaller tanks.
Oh,
for
yeah,
geckos.
like a 75 gallon on end. Yeah, where you have 4 foot up. Foot and a half.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. You just have to be careful opening it, of course. This could be done, but it would open the whole side up. But you have to learn to read her. He showed me, like if I open this, she'll start to strike. She's cage aggressive is what he called it. Now, that may not be the right term, but if I open this, she's zeroed on that camera. Look over here. Look over here. She's zeroed in on that camera. But anyway, if I opened this up, the top up, it's one of the hinged ones, but she would be anticipating food and she would be ready to strike. So what he showed me is he just uses the hook, like where she's making the S curve to strike, and just gently push her over. And she knows, she's already learned that means you're not being fed. Some people tap them or do different things, but he just gently pushed her over, and he took her out twice. So I saw him do it twice. And then he just reached in with his hand and took her out. And I took her from him, and I held her probably 30 minutes each time. She's so good with feeling vibrations. She almost makes me think she can hear, but I know she can't. When I laid that up there, she looked around. Anyway, is that enough dragon lair?
Yeah, Dragon Lair said you're. It looks like I think a 120 high. It's 4 by 2 by 2. He said.
That sounds about right. It was 75 is 4 by 18 by 18. So
I
you,
don't know. I don't know how tall they are, but they're definitely 18 inches front to back.
yeah, they're
Right.
4 foot long.
You said high. I thought you said hide. That's why I whipped around to that hide.
Oh.
I've got a great big hide in here that's too big. Like over there's the Columbia or the Brazilian that you'll get Whip. I'll make sure you get him. Or her rather. But
Cage defensive is correct, Bob.
cage defensive. Is that what I called it? I called it cage. I thought I called it something else. Let me get this turned around. I'm sorry. Dog's fault. And you see what's in my hallway here? Aquariums, broke down aquariums. Anybody need some 10-gallon aquariums?
No, I got rid of all my nano aquariums.
Did you do that? I know you were struggling a little bit with the idea.
Struggle is an understatement.
But I don't want to get rid of them.
There's so many of them. So many of them I had. Like, but now I think if I could get rid of all my 40-gallon and below and add 2 more like 6 foot long tanks.
I need those 40s. Those are great for snakes. Small to medium sized snakes, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think because there's not one reptile that I have that a 40-gallon breeder is okay in. Like,
Well, but
I don't have any snakes either, so.
They reckon a lot of the experts or keepers, you know, keep ball pythons in the racks, you know, the drawers, or if they're in an enclosure, they're, you know, like a 20-gallon long or something. They just don't move around a lot. I keep most of mine in 40s and above. That one I showed real quick there's in a 55 long. But there are 2 of them in there too. They're sweethearts. I got them when they were little babies, like a year ago, and they've grown up together, which is another no-no. The reptile police will get me for that.
Well, garter snakes. Steve Fod Aquatics has got the reptile channel now. Steve,
I need to check that out.
Yes, and she's got the garter snake, our community snake, and they're all together.
So can they hear Patrick? I swear she didn't see that stick. I just laid it on top of the wire and she flipped her head around like, who's that?
Yeah, and he said they can hear it to wives' tale that they can't. Hey, stop! Did you just attack me?
I believe she can. I talk to my snakes. Of course, we all do all the time. She can hear. Snakes can hear. That's an old wives' tale. Well, you know, when you Google it, it talks about how they don't hear like we do. That they feel vibrations through their jaw or underneath, and that, you know, they have what are those 3 little bones in the ear? I was bragging about my Latin the other day.
Here you were.
The stirrup, the anvil, and there's another one, and they don't have one of those bones, so they don't need it because they don't have external eardrums. It's the one that connects to the eardrum. Hey, Vincent.
Yes, this cat has attitude.
I'm going to research that. Now you've got me sitting and reading stuff and eating cottage cheese with pepper sprinkled on it as soon as I get off instead of cleaning my living room. Here's Floyd. Floyd's trying to say he's sorry.
Yeah, did you give him his treats?
He got a bunch and then he wouldn't take any more, so that's the only way to shut him up. They have ears under the skin.
That's how my kids were.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Will.
I have this Endler community. I love my community. But I must have 30 babies now and they're all female. What am I doing wrong? They're all female.
In
like,
the end.
The Endlers, are they temperature? Does that change? I got way too many females in there now.
Brian did what with his retics?
Ooh, lights just went out. Ooh.
I think you got to scroll up. He was saying something about putting a ball on a stick.
Oh, I'm not doing that. He wants me to do the
Yeah, put a colored ball. Get a colored ball, put it on dowel rod. Oh, you got it.
What is this? Jungle Gym or something?
Oh, that makes sense.
She
So
will.
every time they see that colored ball, that triggers a food response, not opening the cage. I wonder how long that would take to train. You'd have to be consistent every time.
I bet it wouldn't take long. She's
Yeah,
smart. She's as smart as a whip, not the whip, but she's smart as a whip.
well, probably smarter than the whip.
On a side note, I really wish they would change Brian Barczyk's title name.
I'm the same way,
Kind
Susie.
of creeps me out when I see that.
It's not disrespectful, but I just wonder if he would still want his name. He might have told him to leave it. You don't know.
Yeah, but even you can put Brian Barczyk's
Channel.
son, Brian Barczyk's.
Or the name of the place, right? You could just call it Legacy Aquarium or whatever the reptile
Brian
side
Barczyk's
is.
legacy.
Yeah.
But just seeing that Brian Barczyk just posted, I'm like, no, what? No, we didn't.
Yeah, for just a split second, I think, oh, Brian. And then
Yep. I think it's a little, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's a little weird. This is Chelsea Steenfott's channel. Yes. Steenfott's Exotic. And I love it. I can't get enough of it. Especially she's got a lot of the tegu and the skinks and the garter snakes. And I just absolutely love it.
I'm glad that came up again. You brought that up because I saw you posted it somewhere last week and I missed it. Is Chelsea his wife?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Because the last time, it's been a while since I've been to a lot of channels. I just haven't had time. But he was seeing some lady with a different name. I thought. Anyway, doesn't matter. How old are the Endler babies?
I'd say they're probably about 2 months. Well, now my light went out, so I can't talk about them and look at them. But yeah, maybe they'll change. But right now, they all got that little gut and that little fin on the bottom. Like, what?
A billion Endlers. Oh my gosh.
I feel successful having a whole community of Endlers. I've been trying to breed all different fish, and I never build up a community. So I'm very happy I can't even do it with guppies, but I got these bumblebee Endlers, and they did so well in this tank. Then I added the Valus scenario, which this tank is way too small for Valus. It's working great. It's giving them coverage. It keeps the tank clear as can be. It's like it's perfect. I'm glad I didn't listen to people that said, don't put Val's in there. It's a 20-gallon.
He's listening to you, Susie.
Right?
That's not Pam. It doesn't sound like Pam. He hasn't been Pam in forever. And when she was trying to stream like a month ago without Wi-Fi, and she could be seen, but we couldn't hear her. And I went on just to talk to her, in the stream, and she was able to, bring me up and stuff. But he saw her, and she kept typing in, I want to say hi to Floyd, because he was like, hi there, hello, hi there. And she couldn't talk to him.
Oh, so now it's very talkative.
That pissed him off real good. That's not Pam. Yeah. You owe Pam a black eye, don't you? Yeah. Yep. Oh. What? What? I sent Huawei a video of him saying, is that Huawei? Is that Huawei?
Oh.
That Huawei? I was just getting out of the shower and he was sitting there doing that on his limb over the vanity. That Huawei? That Huawei? Yeah. Dragon Lair, do you have a YouTube? I don't know.
It says, Susie, do you watch the Animals at Home videos? What is that? Is that a channel? Animals at Home.
I think I've seen that, but never watched it.
Well, is it a podcast or a video?
No.
I know I don't listen to any podcasts, so.
My daughter turned me on to some guy. I can't even remember his name, but he keeps a lot of different animals, reptiles as well. He wears a weird hat, like a fedora or something. I don't remember, but he seems very knowledgeable, at least.
Oh, do you know how when you yawn or somebody yawns, it makes you want to yawn? I was sitting the other day and I started yawning, and Floyd would yawn every time. And I grabbed the camera. I think I was watching the video, and I posted it like 15 or 20 seconds. I think it's on TikTok though. But every time I would yawn, he'd yawn. He said he'll do it. Floyd. Floyd.
So it shows up on YouTube, but it doesn't let you subscribe because I guess it's an actual podcast.
Okay.
And I don't know how to do podcasts. I mean, I listen to YouTube channels like they were podcasts. But
Well, there's an app I think that's free because I have it, but I got it to watch somebody. It's those two guys that were on Will and Grace. They have a podcast. Those two actors. But then there wasn't. After a month, I was out of content, and I'm like, I don't really want to care what their opinion about politics or anything is. But subscribed. Dragon says he subscribed to it.
Huh.
Don?
No, I don't know. I'm not getting another app. I know that.
I know it. I deleted it.
There's a guy it's very similar name to mine that got started hanging out with Cam Kennan. If you guys are familiar with, I know Susie is, with Cam Kennan. There's a guy, Jerry Wolf, and he started a YouTube channel called Wolf's World. And he deals with a lot of the big stuff. Like he's got the black throats and the white throats and the Asian monitors. I don't know that he's doing snakes, but so far it's been a lot of he's got one of those, what's the one that stands up like a tripod?
Oh.
He's got one or two of those.
Well, I just downloaded them. I mean, I just subscribed to them now. Oh, awesome.
The video podcast.
Yeah, and he just hooked up with a woman, mutual interests and everything. And she used to do retics, I think, but because Florida doesn't allow retics, she's shifting gears. So there should be some interesting content coming out of that pair as well.
It seems, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems that people who are successful have a couple people on. Like, it's not just one person. You need to have a significant other or a partner or even an animal part, like somebody.
Well,
Noticing a huge.
I think it helps. I don't know that you need it because, like, Kennan's just a one-man operation. But if you have somebody to bounce off your conversation with, it just seems to flow more or better anyway, right? I mean,
right.
It's better than just sitting up there talking, unless you're just really good at talking, which some of you folks really are. I am not very good at it. To carry a conversation all by myself for an hour.
I carry on 25 conversations within 3 minutes.
in your head, I carry.
I don't know. Some people seem to follow me. I'm like, you followed that. Okay, that's good. I'm going to keep going.
That's the scary part. Yeah, we can keep up.
Or I'll start and finish a conversation that I started in the beginning of the stream. Nobody said, "What is she talking about?" They figure it out. I'm like, okay. But that's how my brain works. But that's what I think. If I had somebody to talk to or to bounce it off of or to ask questions, listen to an answer, or what do you think about that? Like how we do here. So I was just thinking, like, is it, I'm always second guessing my channel. Like if
I think if you're not talking over each other, it works well. When you get, multiple people on and everybody's talking over everybody else and there's multiple conversations going on at the same time, like if you get 4 or 5 people, I lose interest in that real fast, where I'm like, okay, I'm out. I can't even follow what's going on. But just one or two people, I think that's probably your best option.
He made me start yawning. He was the one that started it that time. But he looks at me like, oh.
Monitors, yeah. Monitors are so smart, aren't they not? Oh
yes, very inquisitive. They like to check things out, figure things out.
Yeah, one
We
of the
always,
pets that Steamfod has is the Tegu, the black and white.
yeah, I love his
That's
tag.
like my dream pet. Like it,
Yeah.
I don't think I could have it with the cat because I think it would eventually become a snack. Like, won't they?
No, the cat would become the snack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We
that's more likely the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about people talking over each other and stuff. There was maybe somebody in the chat, but like once when we had 8 on the panel, they wrote in the comments afterward that it was so nice to go to like a panel stream and everybody was so respectful and that it just was amazing or whatever that could have that many people and it go well. So
Yeah, that
that
is
was
Yeah,
nice. I like that.
that's not something that happens very often, though. I mean, that's the exception to the rule when you get that.
yeah. Y'all know I got my cattle prod, so
Well, I was in a band for many, many years, and that's like having 3 lead guitarists. They're all going to
uh,
overplay each other. It's like, oh my god, they're all going to want the lead at the same time. They're all it's like very ego driven. I
I
think
didn't
we're very blessed that we're not ego driven.
I didn't know you played the guitar, Susie.
I play keyboards.
Keyboards.
I played the piano in the band, and I had a microphone. I was never turned on because I do not sing on key, but I am more of a screamer because we did like a lot of rock and roll. You know,
I was
yeah,
just thinking if when you move here, that maybe you could do some of the entertainment at our next.
I can. I can do that. I've got probably a set list like Dr. Ted had. Like I've got that set list in my head. Could I do it on my own? No, I am not as talented as he is at all. But when the 4 of us that was in the band, we played together for almost 20 years. Somebody would start the song, all 3 of us would play it. Like we did the same 30, 40, 50 songs over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the radio station, they put on their tape and that's it.
Yeah, that's about it. People say, "Can we hear it?" We'd be like, "Yeah," and then we just keep playing their songs.
Yeah.
Where Ted was very good, we would shout out a song and he knew it. Like what? How does he?
That was pretty cool.
Wasn't it cool?
Yeah.
I was in heaven. I was in heaven for that. That's like my kind of fun. It's just sitting around singing, having a good time.
Yeah, that grinds my gears too, Dragon Lair. And it happens on TikTok on some of the channels because there might be 300 people. There's a Venom Man, and then there's another guy that's like Venom Man Jr., and that's all they keep is, venomous species. So they always have a huge audience. But yeah, Danikin's coming on. We got to get out of here 2 minutes. But I understand that sometimes. But if I'm a member, paying to be a member, and they don't have like super chats, but you can give them money during the streams and stuff too. So that always grinds my gear. But I figure, I don't see half the stuff in my little chat. So
Savage Critters, you should do that. You should do it.
Yes.
And that's exactly what shorts are made for.
Yep.
You should do that. I don't think it would hurt your channel at all. And you already have a theme for it.
Right.
That would be great. I got to make sure I'm subscribed to you in case you start doing that.
Yep.
Savage Critters. It says Savage Critters for sale. It's not you. Sam, can you find Savage Critters?
And when we're finished with that, guys, I'm gonna stop us so we
I can't see it.
get over to Danikin's, to Kenny's. I'm just warning you, Whip, you're gonna have to stop all that.
Stop all what?
All that screaming you're doing and carrying.
I'm just trying to be respectful and not talk over you.
Now you got 22 subscribers.
It could be the voices in my head again. Never mind.
How
All
old
right.
are you? How old are you, Savage? I get a guess at 12, 14.
I think I follow Savage.
I'm gonna listen. You should start doing your shorts with your little snippets of what you know. I think that'd be fun.
I do follow Savage. Yeah. 15 now. Yeah, I follow you.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Awesome. Well, everybody check out Savage. Everybody's got you up there. You never had your
There we
name up.
go. There we go. Let's get him some subscribers.
It's 3 so far.
Man.
3 so far. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Whip, and thank you, Susie.
You bet.
Thank you, moderators. And again, I just want to mention that we lost Patty this past weekend, and this stream was to honor her. And we've had some really nice comments in the chat about her. So
Yes.
we'll be missing her and praying for her family. That's for sure. All right. Thank you, everybody, and I hope to see you on Reptiles Friday.
Yes, I'm gonna make it. Got my mindset.
Well, I'll remember to send the link out. I didn't last time, so I'm like, where is everybody? And then I realized I didn't send the link in our stream, our chat. All right. Good night.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Gracie.